Welcome to this English grammar lesson on prepositions of time. Today, we will learn about two important prepositions that help us talk about when things happen, by and until. These words are commonly used in English, and understanding the difference between them is essential for speaking and writing correctly. Let's start our journey to master these timing expressions. Let's begin by understanding the preposition by. By indicates a final deadline or limit for completing an action. When you use by, it means the action must be finished at or before that specific time. For example, if your boss says you must complete a project by Friday, it means you need to finish it on Friday or earlier, but not later. By sets a boundary that you should not go beyond. Here are some practical examples of using by. First example, I will finish the project by Friday. This means the project must be completed on Friday or before Friday. Second example, please submit your homework by 5 p.m. This means your homework should be turned in at 5 p.m. or earlier. Third example, the deadline is by next Monday. This means you have until Monday to complete the task. Notice that in all these examples, by marks the final point by which something must be done. Think of by as marking a deadline on a timeline. You start from today and move forward to a specific deadline. By means you must finish at or before that deadline point. If the deadline is Friday, you can finish on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. But you cannot finish after Friday. By always refers to a limit that you should meet or pass before reaching. Now let's learn about the preposition until. Until indicates the end point of a continuing action. When you use until, it means an action continues up to that specific time and then stops. For example, if you say I will wait until tomorrow, it means you will keep waiting through today and into tomorrow, and when tomorrow arrives or passes, you will stop waiting. Until describes how long something continues. Here are some practical examples of using until. First example, I will wait until tomorrow. This means you continue waiting today and through the night, and you stop when tomorrow comes. Second example, the store is open until 9 p.m. This means the store stays open and customers can shop until 9 p.m. arrives, then it closes. Third example, please stay until the meeting ends. This means you should remain present during the meeting and continue staying until the meeting finishes. Notice that until shows the end point of an ongoing action. Think of until as marking an end point on a timeline. An action starts and continues forward along the timeline, until marks where that action stops. The action happens during the entire period up to that point, and then it ends. If you wait until 6 p.m., you are waiting at 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., and at 6 p.m. you stop waiting. Until always means the action is ongoing and stops at that specific time. Now let's compare by and until to understand their key differences. By means you must finish something at or before a deadline. It is about completing a task by a certain point. Until means an action continues and then stops at a certain point. It is about how long something lasts or continues. By is about deadlines and completion. Until is about duration and continuation. Understanding this difference is crucial for using these prepositions correctly. Now let's practice what we have learned. Here are 3 sentences with blanks. For the first sentence, the project must be completed blank Friday. Should we use by or until? The answer is by because we are talking about a deadline. For the second sentence, I will stay at the party blank 11 p.m. Should we use by or until? The answer is until because the action of staying continues until 11 p.m. For the third sentence, please submit the assignment blank tomorrow. Should we use by or until? The answer is by because we are talking about a deadline for submission. Here is another practice exercise. For the first sentence, the office closes blank or until 6 p.m. every day. The correct answer is until because the office stays open and then closes at 6 p.m., showing the duration. For the second sentence, you must finish blank or until next week. The correct answer is by because we are talking about a deadline for finishing. For the third sentence, I will be waiting blank or until you arrive. The correct answer is until because the action of waiting continues until you arrive and then stops. Let's look at some common mistakes learners make with by and until. Mistake 1, saying I will wait by you finish the work. This is incorrect. The correct sentence is, I will wait until you finish the work. We use until because waiting is an ongoing action. Mistake 2, saying the deadline is until Friday. This is incorrect. The correct sentence is, the deadline is by Friday. We use by because we are talking about a deadline, not an ongoing action. These are common errors, so remember the differences carefully. Let's summarize what we have learned today. By indicates a deadline or final limit for completing an action. You must finish at or before that deadline. Until indicates the end point of a continuing action. The action continues and then stops at that point. By is used for deadlines and completion. Until is used for duration and continuation. Practice these prepositions regularly with different sentences and examples. The more you practice, the more natural they will become. Thank you for learning with us today. Keep practicing to master these essential prepositions of time.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.